James Gow, sporting director for AaB, leaving the cup after 2-1 defeat against Silkeborg. Put your words on this game.
It's fucking heartbreaking, to be honest with you, Per. We started well. I think we went with a lot of aggression, a lot of energy. We went after them. We said we would. We created chances. We didn't put the ball in the net, and if you don't put the ball in the net, then you're going to get punished at some point. We probably gave a couple of goals away that, and you look back, it's a little bit too simple for us to give away. But the boys put everything into it. They fought hard, they gave everything, and it wasn't through a lack of effort. But I think on another day, maybe we hit the back of the net a little bit more. But yeah, we're all disappointed because we wanted to go far in the cup, and it is what it is.
You created your chances today.
Yeah, loads of chances, and that gives me hope. It should give us hope as a club, because whilst we might be in the bottom half of the table, we're also, I think, starting to create a lot of chances, and I'm starting to create situations where we can create even more chances, and that's important, you know, and it's always important to create chances. But now what we have to do is we have to actually put the ball in the back of the net, and we want to see the ball hit the back of the net. But the boys will do it. They're good boys. They'll work hard. They'll fight hard, and we'll get there.
You had a penalty against you today. Were you in a lack of a penalty on Ross?
It's easy to say, isn't it? You know, you look at it and it could have gone either way, I think. But that's not why we didn't win the game. We didn't win the game because we didn't put the chances that we had in the back of the net, and that's all we can do is look at it and go, okay, we had enough chances to win it, regardless of whether we get a penalty or not. We should go and win the game, and I'm not going to leave here thinking about that penalty, you know.
But a game with a lot of nerve.
Yeah, you know what, the lads fight hard. We got excellent characters here. We got a brilliant captain, brilliant vice captain. We got brilliant spirit in the group. It's a young group of lads, and there's still things that they're learning and growing together, but they're getting there. And I tell you one thing, when we go into 2025, they'll be fighting every single game like they've done so far. Nobody will want to play against us. Nobody.
And now the first half of the season is over. Put your words. How satisfied are you with your performance and the way it is? You're 7 points ahead of the relegation places, but now you're out of the cup. How satisfied are you with the first half of the season?
Yeah, look, I would much prefer to be stood here in front of you saying we're in the semi-finals. I think we're good enough to be in the semi-finals, but it is what it is. We're not. The league, we've performed decent. We've performed in an okay way. We've got more potential than what the points are on the board. I think we could be sat here with a few more points on the board. But in terms of what the staff have done and what the lads have done and who have come in, the young boys coming through, we play exciting football. We play good football. We go into the game and everyone feels like we've got a chance. We create chances. We go after teams. We're a team that's progressing, and I think people can see that. We are a young team, and as you know, someone said to me, youngest team in Scandinavia, one of the youngest in the world for the top leagues. That's great. It shows us there's a lot of potential. It shows that we're doing what we said. We would play young players. We are playing young players. The local heart has to be AaB always, and we've got that local heartbeat at the moment. Other things that we look at, I think physically we've improved. You know, we look fit at the end of games. The last few games we've played, we look fitter than the opponents at the end. I think it's been a good platform to build on. I think we go into 2025 optimistic. We're not going in to survive. We're going in to try and thrive. We're going after teams. We're not going to be looking over our shoulder every week, but we're going to go and try and win games of football.
And James, now going into a new transfer window, what do you look at? How do you evaluate? You say today we have to put some balls in the back of the net. Are you looking for a striker?
Look, I think one thing that AaB should always be open to is good football players. We're a big football club. We have a lot of players that would love to play for this football club. So if I get an offer for or somebody comes to on our radar that's so much better, it's going to really help us. We're always open, you know, and it should be like that in competitive sport, in professional sport. But we also believe in the lads that we've got. You've seen them grow over the first part of the season. They'll continue to grow. They'll come back sharper. They'll come back wiser. They'll come back smarter. Will there be tons and tons of change in the transfer window? You don't expect too much to come in from us. You know, I think we've done a really good piece of business there with Isaac coming in. Great character, good football player, will fit into the group well. But then I think it's about, okay, if there's somebody that's going to make us stronger, and we think that they can do that, we're open to it. But it's not like I would be desperate to make changes. If you tell me now I go into the second half of the season with this squad, we're going to pick up points. I'm really happy with that.
But try to tell me, what do you expect from the transfer window? If you look at players in, players out, is there something special you will be looking at to come stronger into the spring season?
Look, I think what you can probably expect is the lads that will come in will most likely be reliant on if players leave. Maybe there's a space for one or another, but most likely it's if somebody leaves. And we've got a talented group of football players. You know, you forget how young some of the lads are. The midfield three was, I think, 18, 21 and 22. It's young, really young, or maybe even 20. But because they're young, we know there's a lot of interest in them as well. And not just that, of course, Matthias scores all the time, and he's a great leader and a great football player. So there's interest in everybody pair, you know. So what we've got to be, myself, Julius and the scouting team there, is we've got to be ready. And we've got to make sure that we keep the squad as strong as possible. I'm hoping there's not too much activity. I hope that last time there was a lot of activity. But I feel like we're well prepared for whatever comes our way.
But it's a football club, but of course it's also a business. You also need money when you have to go out and get players. So do you expect to sell some players?
Yeah, it's a business, and it's probably not so much of a lie that financially we haven't been great, and we've got a very low budget, and that is what it is. And that means we've got to be better in other areas. We've got to be better in coaching, we've got to be better in physical, we've got to be better in all of those are the things that can make the boys better on the pitch. At some point, players will be sold, you know, whether that's this window, the next window, the window after. Of course there will be players that sell, but watch Manchester City. They sell a lot of players. You know, you can go and watch Manchester United, they sell a lot of players, and it's normal for football clubs to do that. What my job is to do is make sure that when a player leaves, we get the most money for him. That money's invested wisely back into the club so we can grow and grow and grow. We're not so interested in just shipping players in and out. It's only if I can see there's a business case, it makes us better, we can invest, whatever it may be, that's what it is.
And your big goal, of course, this season is not to be relegated, to stay in the Super.
My goal is not just to not be relegated. Our goal is to go after teams, Bear. We're not looking over our shoulder, we're going forward. I don't want to be looking and saying, okay, all we're going for is to stay in the league. We're not. I want to be at the minimum in the top half of that bottom six. It's not good enough for AaBs just to be thinking about relegation. That's not us. So we're going after things, mate. That's what we're going for.
So looking forward, also going higher in the table.
Why not? Why not? You're a fan. You're a big fan. You want to see us do that. Just as you're a fan, I'm a fan of AaBs, and that's what I want to see. That's what Menno wants to see. That's what all the boys want to see, and we believe in it. We played Bromby the other week. We had them against the ropes, against the ropes in their own stadium, pinned back, and you could feel the energy in the stadium. They were not looking forward to playing us, mate. They were worried about it, and we'll do that again, and we'll do it again and again and again.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, Bear.